This is Duisburg in the morning, one of the poorest and most neglected cities in Western Germany. The first impressions already hint at what awaits us in this city. Walking through the streets, you have to watch your step. The city is so impoverished that the garbage on the streets is no longer collected. No matter where you look, there's trash everywhere. Even in the city's parks, you see litter and overflowing bins. A resident who's lived here for 25 years complains in front of the camera.
It always looks like this here. No one seems to care. To be honest, this isn't even the worst place. Go to the small side streets where many foreigners live. It looks much worse there. But please be careful, those places can be dangerous.
Before we check out the side streets, we stroll a bit through the city center. You hardly see any Germans here. Duisburg has over 500,000 inhabitants. Those who can, leave this city as quickly as possible. During our exploration, you can taste the sour air in your mouth. Breathing isn't easy. This is the unhealthiest city in the entire country. The bad air claims hundreds of lives every year. The bad air comes from the nearby industrial plants, which are both a curse and a blessing. They pollute the air but also provide jobs for people. It's essentially a choice between the plague and cholera. But the poor air quality isn't the worst problem. Crime and poverty are at an all-time high. The shops along the streets say a lot about the residents. There are plenty of doner shops and oriental stores. The doner is a cheap dish invented by Turkish immigrants. This supermarket, for example, only sells food from abroad. You barely see any German goods or products. Everywhere there are gambling halls and shops selling alcohol. Men stand in groups outside, passing the time. Or they sit on benches, chatting. You rarely see women. In some neighborhoods, the unemployment rate is over 20%. In this hopelessness, one day feels like the next. We meet the woman from earlier again. She complains once more about how everything here is going downhill.
It's always the same. Whenever the politicians show up, they quickly clean things up around here. But nothing really changes at all.
As a German, you stand out in many neighborhoods. The atmosphere isn't aggressive, but you're eyed with suspicion. Many people here feel like no one cares about them anymore. Politicians and the police haven't dared to come into these areas for a long time. Many residents come from Romania and Bulgaria. We see plenty of cars with those license plates. Another local tells us how the security situation has evolved in recent years. The drug trade, in particular, is a major problem.
Are there a lot of drug problems in this city?
Let me put it this way. The number of refugees here is very high, and that automatically brings the drug problems.
When my daughter comes with her little girls, with her granddaughter, and they stay until 9 or 10 at night, I have to call a taxi or drive them to the bus station. I don't let them go out alone here anymore. There have been some incidents over the last few years that I don't want to talk about right now.
This church is known as a hotspot for many drug dealers in this neighborhood. We have to be very careful with the camera because they don't like being filmed. The graffiti mark the territories of different gangs, including Turkish and Eastern European gangs. Here we see a man who has fallen victim to the drug trade. Many Turks came to Germany after the Second World War. They're now living here in the second and third generations. The Eastern Europeans, on the other hand, have only arrived in the last 20 years. As we slowly approach the notorious residential areas, the atmosphere becomes increasingly hostile. You can hear shouts on the street. Men stand together in groups, looking intimidating. We're warned again by another resident who shares his experiences with us.
You get harassed to no end here, just harassed for no reason at all. I'm just glad when I can go into the city and make it home in one piece. Down this street, you always see a lot of fights. There are constant conflicts here. Eastern Europeans or Turks, they're always causing trouble here.
We explore the residential area and are shocked by the scene before us. The houses are dilapidated. Many have no windows or poorly insulated ones. The facades hint at what the apartments must be like, dark and cold. The mailboxes are broken, just one of many problems. No one bothers with mail or newspapers here. The insulation in some houses is falling apart. Trash is often just thrown out the window. Larger garbage is dumped at the roadside. Even here, there's barely any waste collection. The bins are overflowing. Suddenly, we're confronted by an aggressive group of men.
Hey, what are you doing there?
We're just doing a few interviews here. Is anyone interested in talking? I'll just ask a few questions about life here.
Are you from the press? Or some TV station?
Yeah, I'm from the press.
Do you speak French? I said French.
No, I only speak English.
You better not take any photos here. Got it?
All right.
We spent over 3 days in this city. The impressions were truly overwhelming. The people are left to fend for themselves. Violence and neglect dominate daily life. A life that seems almost unimaginable in Germany. We met many people, and for children, this hopelessness is the worst. Many will never find a way out of this environment. And with that, we've reached the end. Thank you for watching this documentary. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you soon for the next video.